Good afternoon, Mr. Hendrick.
Yes.
Could you tell me a little bit more about yourself?
I'm from the US and I've been in the guitar business for 40, almost 50 years and traveled the world. And I've made guitars in every country that makes guitars. And right now China's the dominating country for guitars. And so this is the last of my trips. We'll be here in China. When I was young, I liked real mass production, just lots of numbers, and the dynamic of producing. But now it's more it's my guitars and this facility, and I think being older has helped me make a better guitar because I'm slower. I'm not distracted by nightlife and fun things. It started in Japan, and then it moved into Korea. And from Korea, I went to India, Indonesia, and China. China was a little slower in the beginning, but became stronger. And so these days it's now between China and Indonesia. And it's a little bit counterintuitive that the factories who are the youngest need the most help, just like children, I guess. They have the higher volumes, big production volumes, low price, but you need to put your best on those factories.
And what brings you here? I mean, to me, Zheng'an County seems like a remote place, and I didn't know much about it before this interview. So why you're here?
First of all, it's a beautiful place. Chongqing is near here, Zunyi, other cities. I think for most young people, this probably is not a place they'd want to go. But again, at my age, this is where I want to live and die here because this is Guitar City. I mean, this is really what I've worked for and involved with my whole life. And I don't have distractions like, I'm not building a family. I'm not thinking about a lot of different things now. I'm just having fun building the guitars. And the government invited me here is how I came here. I probably, when it was time to come here, it was right after COVID. But I was going to go to Malaysia because I like Malaysia a lot. It's beautiful. But my friends said, who had moved here, come on up, talk to the government. And that's how I got here.
Yeah, and after you got here, do you find it's a good place to make guitar?
Weather's really good for guitar making because today is cloudy, but generally, the average for the year is less humidity, more balanced climate, 65% humidity, 70, maybe between 50 and 65. So that's good. Whereas Guangzhou and the seaside, Xiamen, Guangzhou, Shandong is a little bit too humid. For really making guitars, even though they've been doing it for years.
And you've been China or here for like a long time. So have you witnessed any change here?
You never know this country from day to day. Changes every year. When I hear people say, especially from home, U.S., I heard in China this, I heard in China that. You'd have to say when. Was that last month? It could be completely different. Look how fast Chongqing has built into this unbelievable dynamic city, and Guangzhou too. When I first went to Guangzhou, I lived near the airport, Huadu, a real nice area now. That place had dirt roads, and you'd never see a car. I used to drive from Shenzhen to Guangzhou, and there was no cars on the highway. Today, it's completely flooded. I mean, China's just dynamic, always changing. That to me that's just a very hard thing to explain to other people. It's a living, breathing machine, China is. Whereas I have to say in my country, it's kind of a dying machine or a slowing down machine. So I have plenty of time to slow down when I'm dead. I enjoy working and moving as long as I can.
Well, let's move to guitar making.
Every country that starts guitars, they go through about 10 years of playing these kind of guitars. because it starts in the university with some simple music, love songs, and that's China's already been there. They've been in that 10 years, and it exploded in China, this guitar. But China's changing so fast, and now it's turned electric. And the market for these is still good if you're high quality, but and overall the market for this type of instrument has slowed down. And now electric guitars are taking like crazy. This look at the kids today, you know. You see girls playing drums. Yeah, electric music supports the industry a little better than this kind of music, these kind of instruments. Because once you get an electric guitar, you have to buy an amplifier. Then you have to have microphones, and you have to buy all the accessories, which helps other industries. And so your question about where it's going in China, China's going to be the biggest guitar market, music market in the world. It's just, we are, but the education is not in the US anymore. It's China, like I said, is going to be the largest market in the world because you have 700 million middle class, 700 million, is that right? Middle class buyers in this country.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. It's twice the size of the US. And you have a better education system. I mean, in this small town, you can go into the city square and you'll see 30 people playing guitar and drums. I mean, it's just unbelievable the level of education, beginning education. And that's a cultural thing too. Asian people have always been starting from very young.
Yeah. And well, speaking of the accessory you just mentioned for buying an electric guitar, so for example, when you make like guitars in the factory, and if you have some accessories or components or any tools you wanna you wanna buy, how do you get them?
You have to understand that most of the tools we buy in the U.S. were made here.
Yeah.
That even though they're specialty tools and we may have designed them, they were still made here. So if I have a picture of, I want this tool, they can find it here on the phone.
Yeah.
Because I certainly can't explain it.
You mean on the internet?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so online shopping?
Online.
You order them online?
As we all know, everything that is made in this world right now, some of it is made here in China. So even if it has an American brand, a French brand, and a German brand, it's still here. So now that factory might be exclusively selling to the US, but everything in the world that I want is here. It's made here. I just have to find it.
Well, do you find it convenient to make guitar here?
Yeah, it's the reason I stay here. To be honest, that's the number one reason. In the West, and I say this for every Western style country, they think it's because of exploitation of labor, cheap labor. It's not. It's because of the infrastructure. Look at all the wood in this factory, you can see. If I need 5 pieces of this beautiful wood, I can easily go find 5 pieces out of 10,000 or in this town. For me to buy the raw materials is so simple. But in the West, I have to order all these things. And they're from a lot of different countries. So that's really time consuming. And now with our tariffs, it's really a headache. But here, it's all here. You have wood that we use for this guitar is also used for a lot of different items here. Furniture mainly. So that the input of African wood, we use a lot of African wood, is very abundant. You can go Guangzhou, Shenzhen, anywhere, and there'll be a wood market to where you can get all these beautiful woods. But you can't find it over there like that.
Well, yes.
To answer your question, I'm here mainly because of the infrastructure, that it makes my life easier. And WeChat, I love WeChat. Sorry, I just had to throw that in there. It's easy to
Nice.
get. It's easy for me here to make things work. When I call home to my daughter, for example, in the West, they're always preparing to prepare in preparation for the weekend. I mean, they spend a lot of time thinking about the weekend. Well, in this factory, I'm working on the weekend, and I'm 67, and I'm still working. And everybody in this factory is working because they want to make a better life. They're not exploited or mistreated. They enjoy coming here and being around each other and making money as opposed to sitting home and doing nothing. So I find that really admirable, that everybody likes to work and they work hard.
And well, the factory manager told me that Natasha makes high-end guitar, and some foreign customers really like it, even if it's priced a little bit high.
Completely. It already has. It was here before I got here. But the fact that the government, they started on this path, and they've gotten so big that it's going to be difficult for them to change the path. And I think as the economy gets a little bit better, things stabilize, there'll probably be more factories coming here. We just, after being hit with COVID and then now this thing, it's been unstable for a while. So I think it was kind of in this trajectory, but it kind of stalled a bit. But I get lots of support from the government, meaning with my work permits, visas. I mean, they know why I'm here, and they care why I'm here. Generally, I could go to some other cities and I would be just another foreigner. We're about to break into the summer, and there'll be music every week here. I mean, it really becomes alive in the town. And in that respect, I think they market that pretty well. For me, I live right next to the guitar park, so sometimes it's loud noise, but that's because I'm getting old. There's definitely a culture here that makes me feel more comfortable. And it's really admirable for me to see a country like this. I wish more people could see this kind of stuff so they would get a better understanding of China, that this can happen, that it's not just about the jobs, it's about the music itself and people learning to play the music and learning what they're making. I mean, there's a whole world going on here that I wish the rest of the world would see.
This is CGTN Radio. Hear the difference.